It's Happy Thanksgiving Day. So, we are preheating the smoker. I'm going to show you what that looks like now to 275 degrees. I've got some cherry oak in there. Cherry oak? I'm sorry. I just have some cherry wood in there. And we're going to bring this thing up to temp. And then we're going to put our ham in the smoker for about 2 hours and let it get a nice crisp on it. And then I'm going to wrap it in paper and put it back in for the remainder of the time. This is my nightmare of a smoker. Yes, it is electric. Don't comment about the electric. I don't have time to monitor a smoker. I would not recommend Masterbuilt. This thing is not, this is like a Gen 1 Bluetooth enabled electric smoker. The welds are absolutely terrible. Everything's falling apart and the app never works. But it'll get done what I need to get done. This thing throws errors all the time for no reason. It'll be fine for today. So this is what we're going to use to smoke the ham for Thanksgiving Day for us. And yeah, I'll show you what it looks like to get that ham on. All right, guys, the next step, what we're going to do is I'm going to get this ham out of the brine. We're going to rinse it off, get any of the brine solution off of the ham itself. We're going to put it into the tub, and I'm going to pat it dry, re-season it, and then it's going on the smoke. Let it drain. Let's pat it dry. And some guys use a binder. You can use a binder if you want. I'm not going to today. You know, they'll use like mustard or stuff like that, whatever it can to hold the seasoning to the actual meat. I'm not too worried about it. We're going to season it really good with that Cosmos Honey Killer Bee. All right, we got our Cosmos Killer Honey Bee. I love this stuff. And we're just going to generously cover it with the Cosmos. Get on the side. Get into the creases, the cracks. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay this on the smoke and let it get good and charred and colored for about 2 hours. And then we will put some, man, I could smell that pepper. It smells so good. Then I'm gonna wrap it in paper, and we'll finish it in paper. We'll put a Bluetooth thermometer in it so we don't have to pay super close attention to it. Every time you open that smoker, you're losing that smoke, you're losing that heat. You're taking a step backwards. So let's put it on. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This video is brought to you by Foster's Beer. We're not sponsored by Foster's Beer, but this is the secret ingredient. A lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll put their meat on the smoke, and something like this game meat, it just doesn't have the fat, right? So super lean piece of meat. I don't want it to dry out. That's why we put it in the brine. But I'm also going to put some Foster's Beer underneath it in a tin foil, and it's going to catch the juices. That way we can marinate it as we go. I might even put some butter in there and allow that to all come together, and then I can baste the meat before it gets wrapped in the paper. So we're at 293, a little higher than I like. That's okay, because again, Masterbuilt sucks. At least this Masterbuilt sucks. And we're not going to use all, we'll put it all in. Why not? Golden beer. I use that in my chili too. Go ahead and open it up. There you go. And this is going down below. And the ham is going right over it. Close it up. There it is. Set it, and you better not forget it. All right, it's been 2 hours, so we're going to take a look at our ham. There she is, looking beautiful. We've used up all that beer that was in there, which is fine. I don't even think there's anything to base. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of water to that, just so it doesn't dry out. But that looks beautiful. We're going to pull it off and wrap it. And we are done. We have taken off the ham and let it rest for about 30 minutes. When I took it off, it was about 155 degrees. And we're going to unwrap it here. Look at all that juice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now what I'm going to do, well, is make a mess. I'm going to debone this, and then we're just going to slice it up. I like keeping it on the bone just because it makes it easier to work with at the end. But this looks perfect. Oh, yeah. And there you have it. I'm just going to cut slices off of this thing, just like I would if I was taking it off the bone. And there you have it, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's go.